Hello, I'm Kelly Mantle. Hello, I'm Kelly Mantle. Hello, I'm Kelly Mantle. And this is the Kelly Mantle Show. Won't you come inside the Kelly Mantle studio? And now, part 2 with Trixie Mattel, continued from last week. Now, I'm going to throw out some famous duos since you are a part of one yourself.
Okay.
And you tell me who you would save, Trixie or Katya.
God. This is really hard. Oh, fuck. We kind of take turns needing saving, honestly. So I think I'm saving her.
I love that.
Isn't that horrible?
No.
You save the 45-year-old crackhead before you put the mask on yourself. Like, that's mental illness. Is that friendship? Is it mental illness? I don't know.
Oh my God, that's hilarious. We are here with Hollywood Reporter cover girl, Trixie Mattel. Congratulations on that. Yes, I can believe it. You're fucking amazing.
I just was, when you're busy, and so you're so busy, like that was the week of Chapel, was the week of this DJ set at Beatport, was the week of, it was 3 weeks of just all big events.
Yes.
And so I had no time to really think about anything.
Yeah.
And then the Hollywood Reporter showed up at my house in the mail, and I was on it, and I was like, oh my God, that was like 3 weeks ago. I forgot. I kind of
Forgotten
forgot
about it. That's hilarious.
forgot. And I shook the hand of the CEO of YouTube, and I said, a lot of people would not put me associated with their brand on the cover of a magazine right now.
Yeah.
And like, you don't have to say anything, but just like, thank you so much.
Love that.
And also shout out to
love
Hollywood
that.
Reporter. It would be so easy for everybody to just stand in line and let fascism run you over like a truck.
Yep.
But YouTube and Hollywood Reporter putting me on an equal pedestal with Britney and Marquez and the rest of all these creators.
Crazy, yeah.
The statement without making a statement is so huge.
Absolutely.
And it just means the world to me.
Absolutely. Kudos to you. Kudos to you. Because even aside from being my friend, your YouTube channel is one of my favorite things to watch.
Oh,
it's just so fun. And it takes, it really is. It's the dose of entertainment that we need right now. So thank you, YouTube, for being so amazing. We love you for that.
Thank you.
Okay, we are going to get into
the fact that you, Walter Cronkite, just have papers.
Hey, listen, weren't you know what one of my favorite things of yours is? You were on Larry King Live. How
I was.
fucking legendary is that?
Yes, it was. I tell you, he was super nice, and he did pass like 6 months later.
Trixie Mattel killed Larry King.
Yeah, we should contact him next.
Oh, he's coming through.
And it was very exciting. And when I get to work with someone that famous, I usually get excited, but then I usually read their Wikipedia because I really want to try to feel how lucky I am to be there.
Yeah.
That fucker had like 8 Peabodys, 7 wives.
But
like
7 wives.
He had like 9 Peabody Awards, and it was the craziest thing. He was in his 80s, right? And he looked like on South Park exactly. He does sit like that.
Yes.
And he wears a suit with his little canvas tennis shoes. And
Yes.
The team Larry was so nice to me, and I just said, again, this was like 6 years ago.
Yeah.
So like the fact that I was even able to do that was so nice.
It's so cool.
And Celine had done it, and Elvira had done it. I just couldn't believe I got to do it. And he sat down. He sat here, looked at the camera, no teleprompter.
That's what I was going to say. He had no notes.
Rattled off my whole bio from memory.
So cool.
Straight to the camera. And I was like, this is somebody whose brain has been groomed.
Yes.
To do something so niche so well. It was so thrilling, and I'll always remember it. It was so cool.
It was so cool. And you were so present. And so your answers were so amazing. No, you looked beautiful. You looked amazing. But my favorite thing is, like, do you think you'll ever be transgender?
I said, do you ever think about transitioning? I said, no. I think even dressed up, I feel male. Do I look male? He goes, no.
No.
He did ask me like 3 times, like if I was going to transition or would transition. And I mean, he has 9 Peabodys. At a certain point, when someone with that much journalistic integrity says, are you sure you're not trans? I was like,
maybe I am.
Am I trans? I was like, He seems sure that I'm trans. And after
Oh
the
my
third
God.
time, I was like, girl, what do you know that I don't know?
Exactly.
But if
Can you
all
see Trixie coming out with the announcement? Coming out trans. Larry King
really
convinced
posthumously declared me trans.
Convinced me I was trans.
But he was so nice and sensitive, and if all men his age were that sensitive about that, the world would be a different fucking
Oh
place.
my gosh, it totally would. Well, his interviews, legendary. I mean, the way he connected with people and
Connected. I felt
Connected, yeah.
so seen.
right.
Like-
And the fact that you got to do that, especially right before he croaked. I mean, you really got
Croaked?
yourself in there, honey.
Croaked,
Yes.
passed herself away.
No, he croaked. And I think that Trixie Mattel is what led him to his early death.
Well, where were you? What's your alibi? I've seen you spend time with older men.
Listen, Larry and I used to go to the polo club at the Beverly Hills.
Larry used to come into Peanuts.
Larry used to come into 7969 Peanuts. Looking for the dolls, honey. Looking for the dolls, honey.
You know who I want on Larry?
Who?
Luscious.
Oh my God.
Terror.
Can you imagine?
She just posted a video today transvestigating the Spirit Halloween. What a fucking idiot. I love that bitch.
I fucking love her.
The world needs her
Go
so
watch our
bad right
episode with Luscious Massacre, Trespassing, honey. She talks about accidentally hooking up with a MAGA. And then I got shit because I said the Laverne Cox of it all.
now. I have people in my life that have been so cool to me for so long that in the last year or so, they have said something that is MAGA. Is it bad that I'm so woke that I'm at the point to take everybody in my life who's even close to MAGA
Not at all.
and like,
No.
what do you call it? Not hysterectomy, when they cut the balls so you can't come. What is it?
Honey, it's just called ripping it off.
I just am like,
You just rip it off.
people who are Trumpers in my life who have the nerve to say, of course I support the gay community and of course a woman's right to choose. And I go, but you don't.
Don't.
You're not
At
actively.
all.
And I read that book about All About Love by Bell Hooks. That's all about what love is.
No.
And they talk about how love is a verb. It's not a status like sick or unwell. Sick, it's an action.
Mm.
So if you say you love someone, but you're not doing things like you love them, you don't love them.
No.
So if you're a fucking Trumper or conservative and you say you love the gays, you're a fucking liar.
Hello.
If you say you love women and you support their right to choose, but you're a fucking liar.
Thank
you don't even
you.
understand base level what love is, and you're so ignorant that you have the nerve to say it.
That's what I'm saying. This is not the Reagan Bush days.
You
it's
know
not
better.
like we can disagree on politics but still get along. No, you are actively choosing to support people who want to annihilate the trans community, who want to execute the trans community, and eventually all the queers. And then you have women's reproductive rights being taken away, the shit going on with ICE and the immigration. This is all the shit that you are supporting.
You created it. You voted for it. You love it.
You created it. You voted for it. You love it. I mean, I just wonder what's going to happen. He's going to end up, he didn't leave last time. What makes you think he's going to leave this time? I mean, it's crazy.
But the denials from the top down, like my favorite thing is on Fox, for example, they will, because I watch every channel, local, everything. I watch everything. I watch like 16 hours of news a day.
Do you really?
LA, you have to flip off of. Guess what? It's all car chases. It's just car chases all day. Sometimes I'm like, oh my God, my Gelsons. Fierce. I can hear the copter.
Do you go to Gelson's?
Yeah, of
So do
course.
I.
Love Gelsons.
Love.
The one on Franklin Village?
Oh, the olive bar is so good.
Yeah. So on Fox, they will say something like, if Pete Buttigieg, let's say, says, well, Trump took away a woman's right to choose, Fox will say, well, to be fair, he sent it back down to the states. And it's like, no. If you get on a microphone and you brag about how it was an initiative that you did and that you want credit for it, then on the news, they should say that.
Yes.
So this sort of two side of everything is so bogus.
It's so ridiculous.
And as far as like liberals go, why are we conservative at this point in the way we talk around points?
No, that's what I mean.
If the
Give us more
president is-
Jasmine Crockett's, honey.
Thank you. If the president
we need
is saying
Jasmine
stuff-
Crockett's.
We need Jasmine Crockett's. If the president is saying stuff like, yeah, he's a war criminal, it's like, well, why can't you say someone's a war criminal?
Honey, listen. He wants to sit there and say anything about the military. He's a draft-dodging bone spur bitch.
Right.
I mean, you talk about serving your country, honey. I serve my country every night on my knees to a Marine. So don't come at me about Trump or Hegseth wanting to say anything about the military. They both wear more makeup than Trixie Mattel. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
This is getting, it's just
sick.
like, I'm so tired of it. It's just, I can't even believe it's happening. Like, I just can't even believe we're even here.
I think
this man is a former reality show, like, horrible real estate agent. It's crazy that you would even look at the appearance of this man and think, this is my leader.
Yeah.
Look at him.
Violet Chachki won't even fuck a guy if she doesn't like his shoes. You know what I mean? Like, that's queer. It's called the gift of discernment.
Girl.
Okay? Don't even get me started. And Kelly, that's why it is so important. I love being a producer on your show, but also it is so important for you to be out here with your fucking microphone screeching because...
Well, that's why I decided to do this, because I was like, during these Trumpultuous times, we need as many queer voices out there as possible.
And you're smart. And even though you look a day over 16, you're a veteran. You've been around the block. You've seen things. You've been through this when it was better and worse. And your point of view is so important.
Thank you. I appreciate that. And like I always say, we have fought this war before and we will win again.
We will.
We will. We always do. We always do.
And you know, I watch a lot of TikToks about this, people who've left different types of cults. Because you know, I studied the Amish for a while, don't ask. John Mark knows. And I have learned that when people leave cults, they leave quietly. They don't make an announcement saying, I'm leaving Trumpism. I'm embarrassed. I'm sorry. I hope all my friends and neighbors will let me basically work off my debt to society, and maybe someday you'll be able to see me the same. They suddenly remove that MAGA logo and then say nothing. And then start, by the way, my new favorite thing is nobody even says they're fucking conservative anymore. They say, well, I can see things on both sides. Go shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck up. And the FAFOs, all the FAFO videos on TikTok, well, this is not what I voted for. Whatever made you think you could trust this person? I could take one look at him without even knowing anything about him and go, I could never trust you.
Because, Kelly, Fox News is telling people that if they go to Planet Fitness, you're going to be in there jerking off in the women's room.
That's insane.
Like, they are people...
That is so insane. Do you know how much energy it would take for me to do that?
And when would you be seen at a gym?
Hello? Oh, honey, I go to the gym. You know, I put the out of order signs on the machines next to me.
That's right.
And on the sauna, honey. I'm at that gym 4 to 5 nights a week. John Mark can attest to that.
Kelly has a sign on the sauna door that says out of order. And you're just in there nude
until
with your hair
it's time for me to go in. I know.
You are fucking ridiculous.
The gym owners had to talk to her about it. It's the problem.
But you know what? Rules are made to be broken.
See, Kelly, when I say that you're a disruptor and your voice is important, I don't mean it's that you should steal all the elliptical machines. Like... See, now you need to be transvestigated.
3 of my favorite Trixie Mattel quotes. I love myself, but I don't like the way that I am.
Right?
I love that.
People have told me all the time that resonated. I'm like, that's sad.
It's good, though.
Really it's true. And I think it's realistic. Just love yourself. Yeah. You can dislike things about yourself, but just love yourself. Absolutely. I said this to myself recently. I almost looked in the mirror and thought this with my eyes. I said, I'm 36 years old. How many years of my life am I going to have an adversarial relationship with my own body?
Oh my God.
How long am I going to hate myself? Think I'm fat? Think I'm have like bad skin or whatever? Like,
when are you going to finally embrace and love yourself?
For what? Like, what am I doing?
I know.
You know, it's like corny. It's corny to hate yourself.
Is so short.
We're all gonna be dead in 5 minutes.
Exactly. You don't want to be on your deathbed thinking, well, I wasted all this time hating myself. No, you got to love yourself.
Right.
Because you know what they say.
If you can't love yourself, how the hell are you gonna love somebody else? Can I get an amen? That's true, though. Sorry, RuPaul's a prophet.
You know what my other favorite RuPaul quote is? What other people think of you is none of your business.
None of your business.
But you know what's funny about that? She has literally made a career out of telling people what she thinks of them and making it their business. Another favorite quote of mine of yours. I have definitely had guys walk up to me, put their arm around me, and when they walk away, my shoulder smells like taco meat.
I could tell you who that's about.
Who?
What was his name? Oh, can you bleep this?
Now you're doing another interview show playing pool at the Eagle.
Yes.
What does that smell like during the day?
Really nice. The Eagle, when it's go to happy hour at the Eagle where the sun is shining in, the Eagle's a really nice, cute, clean bar.
I love that.
People do sexy shit at the Eagle, but the Eagle it's when I'm there,
Uh-huh.
there's cleaners there.
I love that. I want to come play pool with you sometime.
You
I'm a
should.
full shark, honey.
I believe
will
it.
Kick your ass.
I believe you will.
I will.
I honestly, the contract says that I have to win. So even if you do win, I'm going to edit it that I win.
Are you fucking
Of course, I'm not
serious?
here to lose.
And my other favorite quote of yours is, well, God isn't real, and I am. So,
It's true. I actually know some very nice, lovely religious people, and
Mhm.
I will still be going to the voting booth to make sure that you can truly worship anything. I will be there voting to make sure you have the freedom to vote, to worship
absolutely.
Yoda, a fucking Labubu, whatever you want.
Yes.
And I will never criticize you for it.
Nope.
I just wish that it was reciprocal.
Exactly.
I just wish that you also let me not worship things.
Exactly.
That's all I'm asking for.
I always say, honey, believe in what you want. Just don't use it as a weapon against my existence. That's all we're saying. You can believe in the God and the Bible and the this and the that and put your $10,000 into your church and Joel Osteen and his private jets and all of it. I don't care.
And-
But don't use it as a weapon, against our existence.
because your imaginary friend does not outrank my real friend.
Exactly.
That's the thing.
Exactly.
Kelly's real. She's been on this planet for 74 years.
Well, we already cleared this up that I am AI.
Okay,
but-
got it. Right. She's not totally real.
I love your music, and being a singer-songwriter, guitar player myself, I appreciate your talent and your craft so much. Are we gonna see Trixie and the guitar coming back anytime soon?
I have it in my car.
Oh my gosh, shut up. I love how you just like played it out on Paloma Faith's little podcast, like
Well-
out of nowhere.
Well, I have fallen so deeply in love with dance music, which I just would have
I
never
know.
thought. I would have never thought. Like when
Solid
I was,
Pink Disco is you're so good at it.
Oh, I love doing the disco. And when I was doing Two Birds, like my first couple of records, all the drag queens doing club music and drag music, I remember just being like, I just didn't speak to me at all. And then something happened during COVID when the Thumpa Thumpa disappeared. I missed it.
Yeah.
All these wonderful DJs we have had the pleasure with working with in our lives
Yes.
who have given us the hottest, coolest dance music for free
Yes.
anywhere we go.
Yes.
And when that was gone, I just was like, where is the soundtrack of my gayness?
Yeah, totally.
I mean, I love my little sad white boy music, but like, where is the thumpa thumpa? Where's the dance music? Where's the cuntiness?
No, it has to have a mixture. It has
And when
to
I
have
started
like a balance.
doing it, it was like, oh God, this is like a whole double side of my musical self that I wouldn't even ever known.
Yeah, no. I got to see you do it there in Australia. And I mean, you are so good. You're just
Thank
such a
you.
great DJ. And you really read the room.
Music is music. We're all just changing the sounds we make, what we call it, and what we wear while we're doing it. Music is
Honey.
music.
And I love to take dance music and make it acoustic. I mean, I have an acoustic cover I do of Gimme, 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 Gimme.
Oh, yes.
And it's so sad sounding when you like finger pick it on the guitar.
Right.
It's like, give me a man after midnight. It's like, you know, and you can take a song like that that's so like, woo, and
Yeah.
then like, you know, make it acoustic and stuff. I love that.
And how many times have you, Kelly, been after club, after bars, wishing that there was a man after midnight,
I just go home and stare at my blank white wall with my acoustic guitar
Now-
and play, give me.
I bet
a
when you were
man
going
after
out and you were
midnight."
wild, you didn't have to want for nothing. I bet men followed you like dogs.
Honey, I've had way too many men in my life.
Right.
That's the problem. Wait, is it true that the first time you had a little fling with a man while you were in Guiche, he said, I've always been into Miss Piggy?
Yeah. Kelly, but again, let me give you context. So I just talked about this on Sloppy Seconds, so if you've listened to both, I'm sorry, but at the time, you have to think of what I look like in drag. And I saw it
It's
all.
a work of art.
It's a work of art. But all the girls have done this except me. And I'm just like, what if I'm not open enough? And what if this is a cool thing I'm missing out on?
Right.
I'm going to find some lovely heterosexual leaning man who wants to fuck, Birdie from McDonald's. And we're just going to do this. So I was talking about the Lady Grinder. And I said, well, some girls are kind of a lovely still life. I'm more of a pop art. If we're doing art genres. And I said, my look is kind of Muppets 4D is what I said, which I think is fair.
That's fair.
And he said, I always had a thing for Miss Piggy. And I literally felt so affirmed, gender affirmed.
I was say, did you feel seen?
I was like,
I felt seen.
but all my nerves of what if he walks in and is like, sick. I was like,
Sick.
he's going to love this. If you want to fuck Miss Piggy, you're going to love
So how
this.
did it go?
I got a room across from the venue. This was in the UK. I got a room across
Is
from
it
the
when
venue.
we were on tour?
No, it was years ago.
Oh.
Got a room in the venue across from the venue at the Moxie, and they have those neon lights under the bed.
Uh-huh.
So Kelly, you would have been proud of me. I turned on just the neon lights under the bed.
Yes.
I don't know if you had
So
a
proud of
glaucoma,
you.
you wouldn't even have found me in that room. It would have been like. And he walked in, and I was like, "What am I doing?" The whole time before I walked in, I was like, "I don't fantasize about fucking in drag. Like this is so odd for me. It's just not my thing, but maybe it is my thing, and I don't know.
Right.
So let's just try it."
Uh-huh.
And he walks in and he sees me and he's gorgeous, this heterosexual man. And I fucked, more straight guys than colon cancer at this point. Like I've been with a lot of straight men. Okay.
Yes.
And they, not even they like me. So I don't know what it is. It's a two-way thing, I guess. And also all the gay guys know Trixie.
Well,
And so
this
they
is true.
can't get a
Yeah,
boner.
Exactly.
So he came in, he saw me. He's a straight guy. He's in his bootcut jeans with his chain wallet or whatever the fuck they're doing. You know what I mean? He looks at me and he
Right.
goes, "Oh my God, you are gorgeous."
Wow.
And I was like, this is going to go really well.
That's amazing. What hair were you wearing?
Oh, I had this snatched up pony. Kelly, I could show you the picture of what I had on.
Shut up. I want to see.
You will be like,
You were in a
"Girl."
snatched up pony?
Oh, yeah. Where's my, I don't even know.
Did he pull it?
No, I was at a meet and greet. So I had my Trixie, like black and white Austin Power 60 mini dress on with plastic white go-go boots.
Did you still
And
have your pads on?
Yes, and the boobs and everything.
How
So
are
I
you
had
going
on,
to get through the pads?
well, I didn't get naked.
Oh.
He started touching things and I almost felt like, all right, it's time for an anatomy, like your changing body, your puberty body.
Right.
Because I basically pulled up my dress and was like, all right, Mrs. Doubtfire, real, Mrs. Doubtfire, real. I was
You actually did
yeah,
like
it was
took him
just
through
like, this is fake, this is fake. And a lot of those gentlemen, some of those gentlemen who are authentically transamorous wouldn't be into me because I don't look really female. This gentleman, I think, was attracted
I
to.
would beg to differ.
This gentleman was attracted to maybe a showgirl or perhaps even someone you could tell was male dressed up. I think that's what they liked,
Got it.
which I think was me.
Yeah.
It was a huge win for the community.
Honey.
I left. You know what it is, Kelly, though? Have you seen The Shining?
Oh, yeah.
You know that part where she looks and there's a guy sucking the dick of like a furry? I looked in the mirror while the guy was sucking my dick in
No.
drag and I saw myself and I literally thought of The Shining. Lovely party. Like I was just like, I got to get out of here. This is so not me. But you know what? I left feeling like, and Kelly would have loved it. I walked out and I got the hotel room for the night, but I wasn't going back. I left him there on the bed all eagle spread. And I walked out in drag and I was just like, and I walked out and I grabbed the door handle and I turned and it was like, here's looking at you, kid. And like threw the card and walked out. Like I should have had a smoke like bomb like.
Back off.
But honestly, it just wasn't for me and I'll never do it again.
Have you ever done like a little soft beat and like been a little crossy?
I don't think I have it in me.
Really?
I just don't think I don't have the structure for it. I mean, I'm pretty male in the face. Like
Well, but when we see the Trixie and the geesh, honey.
I mean, there's something bewitching about it. I would say, I think the Trixie eyes, you know how in wildlife, the moth with the eyes on the wings to
Yes.
scare away predators?
Yeah.
I think my eyes are sometimes that.
Very.
Silence of the Lambs moth. And there's something commanding about it. I don't know. It's just not for me. A shout out to the girls. Obviously, trans girls have a different experience than I did. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not dating these men. But I thought it was a little bit at least illuminating. I understand more now than I did before.
Absolutely.
That experience gave me more understanding.
Listen, you have to have all the experiences, you know? You have to have all the experiences.
Guess
I
what my
love
hookup name
that.
was?
What?
Taffy.
Taffy, honey. Lappy Taffy.
Taffy Puller. I just love that name. It's like a wacky 60s
Taffy
band.
Puller, honey.
But you probably had men like men who are when I used to leave the drag nightclub, the men who would circle La Cage in Milwaukee with their window down this much with the tinted windows, and they try to get like, come over here for a second. I just want to talk. And it's like there is something kind of hot about that, but at the other hand, it's like, so what? I'm standing in the street and you're at the ATM sexually. You're talking to me through this slit.
Right.
Like, girl, keep driving. I would be getting in my own car and they'd be like, do you need a ride?
I wouldn't be so much into the guys that were cruising the parking lots and the things like that because that wasn't, I don't know, like it didn't do it for me in that way.
It doesn't
would always
really-
have to be like oh, you just like run into each other at the airport or something, you know, and you exchange numbers.
What are you running down the tarmac?
Yeah.
I remember
You know.
reading this Calpurnia interview where she was like, I have nothing that gay men want.
I just saw Calpurnia the other night at Patrick Wolf. Patrick Wolf is in town. Are you familiar with Patrick Wolf?
No, I don't know them.
I have to turn you on to Patrick Wolf. We love you, Patrick Wolf. Go check out Patrick Wolf's music. He's so amazing from the UK. He's so good. And I saw Calpurnia.
Love her. I haven't
his
seen her in
show.
years.
I know. She's so amazing. We love you, Calpurnia.
And what a beauty.
What a beauty.
When you
right?
Google her, look at like her press shots from like,
Oh my
you know,
God. Well, she had that trans dating show. She had the
She
only
did?
on logo. She had a date like the Bachelorette. She was the Bachelorette trying to vie for a man's love, and they had like 12, 13 people vying for her love. Yeah.
oh wow.
Yeah, legendary on Loco. Yeah, go check it out if you can find it streaming anywhere. And she's so beautiful. And all the men were, I think they had like a trans man on there, and they had straight men and gay men. They had like a whole plethora of stuff.
Would you ever, it's I guess hard to imagine, but would you have ever done that? On television, open yourself
Oh,
up?
I'm so shy.
Reality TV is different.
It really is.
You have to be like really brave or really stupid.
Well, honey, and you also, yeah, I mean, everything is so much is left at the hands of the editors.
yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean, you know that. And it's like, oh, I don't know, girl. Yes. Well, there, I think I have it now, but the thingy was...
Is this you guys' permanent table? Sometimes people listen to every single channel of something I do, and the comment will be like, she's repeating stories. I'm like, I only have 7
Well,
days
you
of
know,
life in
that
the
must
week.
be so hard, though. You all have done this podcast for so long. How can you not end up repeating yourself? You know, I always feel like I am. I always like, have I talked about this before? I mean, it's a really hard thing to do.
Katya, also, we're mentally ill. Not only do we repeat ourselves, we don't remember the other
Girl.
person telling the story.
Don't remember.
Hey guys, it's John Mark. Kelly made me do this to remind you to buy her merch. Please just like buy a shirt or a hat or a sticker. Every little bit helps, and the holidays are coming up. So if you need something for someone you hate, you know, anyway, the link is in her bio. Or go to kellymantle.myshopify.com. I really need to get a proper domain for that site. It's just like keeping Kelly alive doesn't even leave me time to eat lunch, you know? Anyway, it is what it is. Sorry. Okay, bye.
Speaking of gigs, one of my favorite gigs you ever did was Crank Yankers.
Oh my God.
Tell me what that was like to work on that show.
Okay, so Daniel Kellison gave me the gig. Hi, Daniel. And they called me and they said, do you want to do Crank Acres? And Kelly, I might like be real confident in drag, but like I'm not a rule breaker, I'm not a law breaker, and I'm not a prank caller.
No.
So I had to like get
I
in
am
the
a
zone.
prank caller.
Kelly, you should have done it instead of me because it was so hard. It was one of the hardest jobs I've ever had. My nerves, and there was so many, they have you call so many places, and they almost create a flow chart for you of like, all right, if they say no, we're going to pivot to this because you want to keep them on the phone.
Right.
And you have to be ridiculous without being so ridiculous that they hang up.
Uh-huh.
So you have to be earnest. And like they had me calling like a Christian bookstore and seeing if they had a Bob Mackie nativity set. And I'm asking about which, like,
I don't even know.
I'm
Bob
looking for the
Mackie.
Mary that has this gown, and I'm like describing sequins and stuff. And
Thank God.
and I, you know, these people. I've worked in retail and restaurants. One of the episodes. I'm calling this restaurant, having them climb around on the floor looking for an eyelash. I lost my eyelash, and I'm like, I remember. What if I was working at a restaurant?
Were they falling for it though?
Yes.
I love.
They fell for it for so long. They had me calling a big and tall store and saying that I was coming in with my 3-foot tall boyfriend and he's very insecure. And I'm asking if they can put the shorts in the pants section so that he feels tall. I'm asking him if they can lower the doorway so he can hit his head when he walks in.
Oh my God, shut up.
And then I was like to the guy on the phone, I was like, you know, you have kind of a deep voice and he's a smaller guy. He has a high voice. Could you talk higher? And the guy was like, of course. And I was like, well, can I hear that? And the guy's like, hello. People to a fault are so helpful on the phone.
Prank calling is one of my favorite things to do. I will get stoned by myself, mind you. This isn't with a group of people or someone. This is me sitting, staring at the white wall, picking up my phone, star 67, and calling random numbers. And I will just get them. And every once in a while, you hit the jackpot, and some guy will answer, and I'll be like, why did you leave your tube socks in my tube top drawer? Now my panties smell like your feet. And he'll go, why the fuck are you calling me? Like, it's so late. What are you doing? Why are you calling me? Like, he'll think it's someone he knows.
I just got a burner phone, so maybe I should try this.
You should totally do it. Or the other good one is you call, and if you get an older lady on the phone, I'll be like, Dolores, I'm not going to be able to make lunch tomorrow. And she's like, why? What's wrong with you? What happened? And they'll just go with it. They think that there's someone that's calling them.
Because
like one of their friends.
Because if that happened to me, my first thought would be, I'm the idiot not realizing who this is.
Exactly. So they fall for it. And I just sit there and laugh and laugh and laugh.
Where's your husband during this?
Watching football,
Damn.
playing video games,
So you're either staring at a white wall or prank calling people?
playing video games. If you could host any Drag Race franchise, which one?
Oh my God, Drag Race Wisconsin, obviously. I know it's not a country,
Shut
but
up.
could you imagine? Welcome back to RuPaul's Drag Race Wisconsin. May the best woman win. Like, wouldn't that be great?
That would be hilarious, girl.
You've won a lifetime supply of beer battered cheese curds and a subscription to the Y. Like, I would love that.
Oh my God, that would be amazing. Who would be the guest judges?
Oh, well, it's me, Heather Graham, who's
Mm-hmm.
from Wisconsin. The ghost of Chris Farley from Wisconsin.
Yes.
Tony Shalhoub from Wisconsin. The mom from Malcolm in the Middle.
Oh,
from
really?
Wisconsin. All the icons. Bon Iver. Bon Iver can come.
Oh my God, Bon Iver is
He's from Wisconsin.
No
Yeah.
way.
I believe he's from Eau Claire. I could be making that
I
up.
love that.
And yeah, all the Wisconsin legends. Jade Essence Hall.
Yes.
James Mansfield.
Yes.
Joey J is from Wisconsin.
Is he really?
Yeah.
You know what I think they should do on Drag Race? I think they should have a challenge where you have to interview Tammy Brown. Can you imagine?
The challenge has no winners. All losers.
All losers. Where do you think Drag Race is headed?
Oh, I think it's like right now, I'm gonna say this and it's like a loving thing. Right now, it's a sequel to Drag Race.
Interesting.
It like is a sequel to Drag Race.
What
Like
do you
Drag
mean by
Race as
that?
we know it, our age or above our age or around our age. We know Drag Race is something, and right now it's a sequel. It's like at some point, and maybe post-COVID, it became there's Pokemon and then there's a spin-off. It's almost like a spin-off of Drag Race right now, I think.
Interesting.
Drag Race is a spin-off of Drag Race
Of
actively
itself.
because it's so self-referential and it's so much bigger than it's ever been.
Right.
So it's kind of the spin-off of Drag Race.
That's interesting. The runways.
Not in a better or worse way. It's
No,
just,
exactly. And the runways are crazy. I mean, the runways are like out of this world. Like, can you
Yes.
imagine us back in like season 6, 7, 1, 2, 3s?
Yeah.
You know, doing these runways. I mean,
No,
like,
I mean,
God, that's
Katya and I always talk
crazy.
about like, not only would I not do it, I wouldn't even know who to call to have outfits like this.
It's insane.
I wouldn't even know
know
who to call. No
I
offense
know.
to, I love my customer Amy. We don't ever go
Amy's
like,
amazing.
can it shoot rockets? We don't ever
Right?
aspire. We're not doing Avengers.
No.
We're just cross-dressing. The drag queens I respond to the most are like really one of a kind.
Yeah.
And I don't think for an art form that's created by gay people who are supposed to be hyper creative, where we're all so different, it's just so homogenized. And I think some of the artists would benefit from just almost like horse blinders. Stop looking at everyone else.
Yes.
Stop looking at other drag queens. Stop looking at
Yes.
only pop artists.
Right.
Really look at your own paper.
I mean, that's what I love about you and your music and like what you do with that and stuff, because you know, you are a very heightened look, but everything you say and everything you do and your connections with people and your heart and your authenticity and especially your music is very raw and real.
Well, you know how I steal that from? Elvira.
Love, yes,
Like
yes.
Peaches and I were talking about this. Elvira has a purity. I said, Peaches, I'm going to interview Elvira. She was on our pod. What do I said, I just love her so much. I'm like scared of knowing too much and being a creep.
I know, right?
Peaches was like, you and Elvira should take a second to talk about how your characters are in common in a major way. She said, you both, it's all funny and jokes and whatever, but there's like a through line of purity in the
Yes.
character. And I guess when I think of Trixie, I do think of like the core. And so if there's like levels to it where it's like if you just like a funny joke or a cultural thing, you can watch Bald and the Beautiful, whatever. Or if you like makeup, there's that level.
Right.
But there's always a part of it that's autobiographical and therefore like grounded.
Mm-hmm.
And so for me, if I was doing a character that had like a fake background and like a fake life, like my Trixie's background is my life.
Right.
So I don't really know how to fabricate. Most of what I talk about or draw from actually happened.
Exactly. Right.
And I perform with Katya, who, like, as much as we do a character, we often talk about our real lives.
Exactly. You're just being
I don't
how
know
you
how to
all
do
are
it.
in or out of drag. Exactly.
Yeah, and I think for like any drag artist now, I guess I would recommend like everybody's so focused when you're young. Everyone's so focused on being in competition. I was talking to Plasma about this. Plasma was just at my house, and I was like,
I love her.
she didn't ask for my opinion, but I was like, in general, do not focus on competition or the grass of the neighbor next door or what you think you should be doing or what drag race queens are supposed to be doing. If you just do your thing, you actually kind of annex yourself and you're not in competition with anyone.
Exactly.
And no one cares what you're doing because no one wants to do what you do.
Exactly.
It's like, even if a drag queen is in a blonde wig playing an auto harp, I'm not like threatened. I don't care.
No. I used to have friends tell me all the time, you should play your acoustic guitar at drag shows. And I'd be like, well, I can't do that. I can't go out there after someone's just performed, a lip sync to Mariah Carey and then pull my guitar out and play like a folk song. And they're like, sure you can, and then you came along and proved, yes, you can, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I would say
and
you
it's about
can.
being authentically you and what you do and what your craft is. And you don't have to match what you look like, if that makes sense.
And if you don't, that can be part of it.
Right.
Like to me, it was like when I started playing my guitar and singing, I did Provincetown in 2016 and I had just broken up with this guy and I was desperately heartbroken over it. And I wrote this album, Two Birds. And in the show, a big part of the show was about being broken up with and the disappointment of that. And I put in a little breakup song for 55 shows of that summer, every show, people say, oh my God, I cried. That was so unexpected. That was my favorite part of the show. Oh my God.
Yeah.
I didn't expect it to be that. Subversion is a big part of, I guess in theater, they call it like dynamics. What does the audience think? Or like leading the audience this way and then doing this.
Right.
That's all we do in drag is mislead. We're
And then-
misleading
yeah.
from the second we walk out there. It's not our name.
Right.
It's not our hair. Like
Right.
we're liars. And so since you're lying, you have so much power when you tell the truth.
Right.
You have so much impact
Right.
because you've got them all horny and fluffed up and giggly and they're like high on drag and then they're vulnerable and
Down
they're
to this
open, they're
acoustic
comfortable.
moment.
And then you go whoosh,
Yes.
and then you go back to laughing.
And then you go back to laughing. And did that inspire you to do the full-on acoustic
100%.
tour? Yeah.
It's the only thing that made me believe that it was the right thing.
The right thing to do.
I was like, wow, I would have never believed this was the move. I was somebody who lip synced to nightclubs and told jokes on a microphone. And then on my off nights would go sing open mics out of
Right.
drag. And I couldn't
Exactly.
imagine the two would go together.
I always say the same thing. I'll go do a set at Laugh Factory, and then I'll go across town and pull out my acoustic guitar and play emo songs that make you want to slit your wrist. So it's like going from comedy to like this.
Yeah.
It's just a whole juxtaposition. Yeah.
A big inspiration for me was Sarah Silverman
Oh, yeah.
because she did stand up and I read her book, The Bedwetter.
Mm-hmm.
And she talked about when she was starting stand up, somebody told her that every comic should be able to play an instrument. It's just a thing to be able to do.
Right.
You can trade drums and play piano.
Because
sing.
comedy is like rhythm. It's like music. A good
Yes.
comedian is like a conductor that conducts the rhythm and the flow of the music of their comedy.
Right. But at the time, it was like a huge awakening for me. And if anything, I felt really small-minded that I never thought of it earlier.
Right.
Why was I in college for music and writing songs and doing open mics and starting drag? And why did it take me so long to put it together?
Exactly. My eye opener for that was Sandra Bernhardt. And even though
Yeah.
she wasn't playing the instrument herself, Mitch was over on keys, Denise on drums, she would merge these stories and poems and beat poetry and comedy into a cover of like a popular song or one of her own or something. So yeah.
And Margaret, like Margaret's a huge hybrid.
Oh yeah.
Her record that
Margaret's
came out
huge
last year,
hybrid.
her music is beautiful.
So good,
So
isn't
good.
it? I know. And she just sang for the Go-Go's. Did you see the whole
Yes!
Go-Go?
I've never been so jealous in my life. The Go-Go's is my
So
number
cool.
one.
I know. Oh, Belinda and you are like really good friends. Yeah. I love that.
In my mind, we're best friends.
You're like
in her mind,
besties.
she seen me once a year for 3 years. So, but in my mind,
at
we
the
are.
animal thing at the Abbey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I love her. I love the Go-Go's, and I saw her singing Head Over Heels, and I I love the Go-Go's.
Love the Go-Go's.
I freak
You know what
out.
my favorite Go-Go song is? This town
Is
our
our town. This town
is so glamorous.
Love.
Girl,
I
so
love
good.
Head Over Heels. I really do. It was my favorite Go-Go song. Beautiful. I love Beautiful.
Oh, I love Beautiful.
Yeah.
I love Beautiful. Did you see the Lilith Fair documentary?
No, I didn't.
You've got to watch the Lilith Fair documentary. Are you kidding?
People at home, I don't know how long these normally go. I've just been talking and talking.
Well, to close out the program, the Transvestigation Unit at the Kelly Mantle Show wants to know, can you please wish Sarah a happy birthday?
Happy birthday, Sarah. I don't know if this is too early to tease, but I am the boss. I'm always afraid someone's going to yell at me. And I'm always like, who's going to yell at me?
You're like,
For our holiday collection this year, it's from Katya, from Trixie. Giftable collections that are red and pink. Like, it's really cute.
love.
And this may be spilling at the tea live on this because I don't think anyone will know.
Yes, honey, we are getting an exclusive here on the Kelly Mantle Show, honey.
I'll send it to you. The Katya palette is really dark and kind of like sultry. You will love it.
Love that. That's going to be beautiful. It's Bring Your Boss to Work Day. Trixie Mattel, thank you so much. We love you.
Thank you.
Continued success to you. And we thank you for joining us here on the Kelly Mantle Show. We know you have a million podcasts to choose from. And for some reason, you chose this one. And we have no idea why. But we are so glad you did. And make sure that you join our Patreon and buy our merch. We have new shirts, and Then I Vomited, and hats. The link is in the bio. And tune in next week when our guest will be RuPaul.
Really?
Mm-hmm.